In the last 16 editions of IPL, only one instance witnessed 260 plus runs, back in 2013, where Chris Gayle scored a massive 175 against Pune Warriors India. But this year, we have already seen the 260 run mark breached 7 times till now. But why exactly are we seeing such colossal numbers in the scoreboard? Some might argue it is because of the overall smaller boundary size of the Indian grounds, or one could contend it has something to do with those humongous bats used for power hitting, or former Indian cricketer Gautam Gambhir advised to change the balls that are being used. As a matter of fact, a multitude of elements contributed to the shift in this paradigm of modern-day cricket. Previously stated factors are not at all trivial or insignificant, coupled with pitches being batter-friendly or not quite up to the mark bowling by most of the bowlers, or poor fielding too.
Straight and down!
And with the impact player rule thrown into the mix, it has liberated the batters even further to try to attack more, sometimes reduced bowlers to even worse than bowling machines. But there's one more thing that has changed significantly in the last few years, and it is the most important aspect of the game, the psychological facet, mindset of the batters. The game, especially the mental part, has evolved over the years, and the players are becoming more and more aggressive. Not only in cricket, but if you look at other team sports like basketball or football, you'd get the same picture. In the NBA, points scored per game have increased significantly, while considering the English Premier League, goals per match have increased substantially compared to 8 or 9 seasons back, and the numbers are in fact all-time high. You see, historically most of the teams usually adopted a defensive approach. Barely a few athletes showed attacking intent. In football, we saw Denmark national football team winning Euro 1992 by playing extremely defensive football. Or in the first ever Cricket World Cup match in '75, where Indian batter Sunil Gavaskar scored just 36 of 174 balls while chasing a mammoth total of 334 put up by England. The matches were not attractive enough for the spectators, so the team started to adopt a more aggressive approach. Embracing attacking play style not only helped them secure victories, but also attracted newer fans and sponsorships.
What Stokes has achieved is so special, so unique.
And with time, lengths of cricket matches got shorter. And since batters don't need to stay on crease all day long, their approach changed vastly over time. Rather than playing cautiously, they are now trying to hit every ball without fear of getting out. The T20 format has mostly not been kind to the bowlers, but in this year's IPL, they have been thrashed and dominated as never before. Prominent figures in cricket have even come forward to spark the debate on whether it has been unduly unfair for the bowlers or the bowling simply haven't been decent enough following the carnage on field in recent matches. This year, the average first inning score is at record high. And what's more interesting is that in this year's IPL, the scores also have the highest standard deviation as well. And higher the standard deviation value, greater the spread of scores. Simply put, we might have seen some high-scoring matches, but this edition has had some low-scoring games too. So, neither the spectrum of unfairness towards bowlers nor the idea of bowlers need to do more seems entirely wrong. There might be an element of fear living among the bowlers, which is affecting their performances. Or maybe bowlers couldn't evolve in the format as quickly as the batters. Talking about batters, it is also undeniable that smaller boundary sizes or pitch conditions are favoring them even more. So why exactly would you create such conditions that would favor one department only? The answer is for attention. The IPL matches are broadcasted in the evening primetime television slots, where it has to compete with Indian TV soap operas, movies and whatnot. And to hook people for a match that lasts more than 3 hours, you need constant entertainment. In this fast-paced world where mere 7 to 8 minute long videos in this channel are struggling to get some attention, you can understand how difficult it would be to get your attention for such longer periods. A brief request and reminder to you, please watch the videos as long as possible. It would be a great help for me. Thank you everyone. Coming back to the topic. While traditional fans still wish for some more low-scoring thrillers, the younger section of the fanbase and most of the households are relishing every other ball being hit over the ropes as it elevates the spectacle. A substantial 18% jump in television viewership and 42% in digital streaming in the first half of the league tells you pretty similar story that constant on-field actions are keeping the people glued to the screen. and eventually it translates to higher revenue generation. Eminently, over the years, IPL's linear financial development has arguably been directly proportional to the scoring rate, and record-breaking numbers on and off the field will too entice more businesses. But this is still the story of IPL. International cricket fans still want to watch such kind of matches if ICC try to imitate IPL. And this brings us back to the original question. Are high-scoring matches really ruining the game or not? As we said before, IPL is more of a complete entertainment package for not only cricket fans, but everyone else. It's kind of an alienated tournament. It's just like what the NBA did with their tournament, tweak the rules on their own to make the games more favorable for attackers and promote scoring to attract more fans. On the contrary, FIBA tournaments are much more pragmatic and balanced. Similarly, international cricket is much more concentrated with talent. Conditions vary each year. The ropes aren't brought in to achieve record-breaking numbers. There is some national pride at stake. And more importantly, you don't get one extra batter to do your deed. You play with 11 and live with the consequences. Veteran batter of Delhi Capitals David Warner also said that teams might face a hard time if they try to replicate the IPL 2024 model at the T20 World Cup in the Caribbean islands, considering the absence of the impact player rule as well as the stark difference in conditions. But this is where fans also come in, since they're the ones who define any sport's success. If high-scoring matches continue to bring in more viewership, we might witness more of those, and vice versa. As it happened, IPL has always been the flag bearer of evolution in the ever-dynamic T20 format and has been the most influential league. So ICC might follow that path if only people want to see more boundaries. However, too much of anything might make it boring. Regular 250+ scores might not kill the game, but it may push the excitement somewhat backwards. So a balance and some variations would be something that would make it more sustainable. But one thing is certain, you cannot change the intent of modern-day batsmen. And if fiesta of hitting sixes makes people release their dopamine, high-scoring matches will be the new norm.